Hey guys, this is your trainer Anirudh Chhillar. So I'm back with another video of EIGRP. I hope you're learning in a good way and in good pace. Let's go.
So have you understood it till now? Fine. Then after it, inside route map, we are also having so many other things that we can achieve here, and we are going to perform it actually. Like this time, what will I do? I will create some loopbacks on switch 3 in the range of the entities network up to on switch 3. On R6, I will be creating some loopbacks in the range of up to 5.0, right? 5 loopbacks I'll create on R6, right? But here I'll configure RIP. Let's say that with the help of RIP, R6 was receiving all these networks, 60s networks. And here for 90s networks, I'm gonna use EIGRP but different process. Like EIGRP 200. So we will require to redistribute EIGRP 200 into EIGRP AS 100, and also we will require to redistribute RIP into EIGRP. And I hope that all of you are aware with the basic rules of redistribution, right? So you do one thing, move on switch 3 first of all, and create some loopbacks. Right? Lelo runs.
Shadeep, Priyasa, Balaji, present. Pranav, Priyak, Qazi Mohammed, Rajendra, Roshan, Ritso, Ujjwal, Vinny, Atul, Mohammed Rizvi, Dheeraj, Pradeep, Vishwanath, Vivek, Vipin, Vishnu, Nishit.
Fine. I've created, guys, don't talk please. Router EIGRP 200 not or summary network 90.1.0.0 0.0.7.245. Show IP EIGRP interfaces. We'll see that inside EIGRP process 200 we have enabled this EIGRP on all these loopback interfaces, right? Hello?
Yes.
So by default they are not gonna to advertise into AS 100. That is why on switch 4 you will never get them. In same manner, I'll move on R6. I'll also create some loopbacks here like 60.1.1, another loopback 2, and 3. Fine. Router. Then show IP RIP database. Fine. If you can see them, inside the database of RIP, it means RIP has been enabled on them. If you can see some prefixes available inside the database, it means RIP has been enabled for all those prefixes, for all those interfaces. Fine. But by default they won't go in EIGRP AS 100. Are you getting my point or not? So now you will require to redistribute them into EIGRP. Fine. So to redistribute RIP into EIGRP on R6, what can we do? Router EIGRP, say redistribute. Will they get redistributed into EIGRP now? No, because there is no seed metric, right? So you have to specify your metric. at the time of redistribution. Or you do one thing, configure default metric. You can also configure default metric for EIGRP, right? Like by default bandwidth, let's say 1544, then it will ask for delay, which is 0, let's say, reliability 100%, 245, then bandwidth load is 0%, is not it? Or you can say 1, because 0 cannot be configured. Then maximum transmission unit is 1500, right? So this time you will see that after putting this default metric command here inside EIGRP, now you must get all these 60s prefixes on switch 4 as external prefixes. As external prefixes. Are you getting my point or not?
Yes.
Fine. Along with that, you see show IP. I mean, I would suggest you to see the topology table for external prefixes actually. First of all, show IP EIGRP topology 60.1.0, sorry, .1.0 to 5.2.5.0. Let me show you. This external data is the extra data for external prefixes in EIGRP. This external data will not be available for internal prefixes. So in this external data, what type of configuration, what type of information is coming? Like originating router. Who has, I mean, this is the router ID of that router where you performed redistribution. So we performed on R6. So of course, of R6, router ID is 150.1.6.6 because this is the loopback IP address of R6, right? Fine. AS number of route is what? 0, because RIP do not use any AS number. External protocol was RIP and external metric was 0 and administrative tag was also 0 because we didn't configure any tag. Are you getting my point or not?
Yes.
Fine. If you wanna configure tag, then do one thing, move on R6 back and create one route map. Create one route map. Name is, let's say, tag, and permit 10. And if you are saying permit 10 and if you do not match anything, it means all match all will be there, right? If you do not match anything, then by default match all will be there. Fine. So here now we are having match all, and because we are having here match all, so we can say set tag directly. Like if we are on R6, so I will set its tag as 600. So I have set tag 600, and then after do one thing, router EIGRP 100 redistribute, I said RIP, and then I can use route map, and route map name was tag. So in this route map we have permitted all. It means all routes will get redistributed into EIGRP AS 100. Second thing, along with match command inside route map, we are also having set command, and in set command we set tag 600. So this time after running this command here, previously tag was coming on switch 4 as 0, but this time it must be 600. Hello, 600. What happened? It's a 600. That's the hexadecimal. Have you understood it or not? Hello, that how to set tag during redistribution. Fine. In same manner, I'm going to धीरज बातें मत करो यार, मत बुलाओ बार बार. अब मैं इतना ज़्यादा करा रहा हूँ तो वो भी मेरी गलती है, शायद मेरे को 1-2 मिनट में करा देना चाहिए था ये. So again on switch 3 I'm gonna to redistribute this AS 200 into 100, and this time we will not require to specify metric command. You know why? If you redistribute EIGRP into EIGRP, because metric will remain same. That's why you are not required to define your seed metric, right? So router EIGRP 100 say redistribute EIGRP 200. If you wanna set tag, then it is different thing. Like you can also create one route map here. Name is what? Tag permit match all is by default there. You can directly say set tag is 900, router EIGRP 100, say redistribute EIGRP 200, route map is what? Tag. Fine. Again move back on switch 4, and this time you will see that all 90s prefixes are also available in the routing table of switch 4. Show IP EIGRP topology 90.1.1.0, it's a net mask, and then you will see external data. Originating router is what? 155.1.9.9. This is the router ID of switch 3 actually. And then external protocol was, and AS number of route was, because we redistributed it from AS200 into 100, right? That is why it is also containing that information. And also tag is what? 900. Any problem? Tell me. अरे पीछे तेरे को समझ में आ रहा है?
सर एक्सटर्नल मैट्रिक हमेशा वैल्यू रहता है?
Yes, by default. But inside route map you can also say set metric. That will become external metric. Like you do one thing, move on, switch 3. Route map was it will always remain as 0. However, metric have got changed, but it will always remain as 0. Do one thing, move again here and remove. Show route map. Let me show you. We are simply having only one set command, which is for tag only. Fine. We have redistributed in this network on 2 different points, on R6 as well as on switch 3. Means that the switch 4 is receiving external prefixes from 2 different sources. Like here on switch 4 you can see 60s prefixes are available as well as 90s. To see topology table for 60s prefix, they are generated by. Now this is the router ID of originating router, and this router ID will be used for loop prevention, for loop avoidance, to prevent your network from routing loops. For that purpose only we are having this router ID. You see that, we have already seen it, that in case of internal prefixes there was no use of router ID of the neighbor, but this time you can see that in external prefixes the router ID of originating router is coming, just because of prevention of routing loops.
Even manually you can
Just wait. You can also define your router ID manually as well, right? I will teach you that how to define your router ID manually in EIGRP. So let's say, now you just need to understand that how this router ID will take place to prevent your network from routing loops.
external matrix 0
Because the metric will never be carry forward from one routing domain to another routing domain. It will always pick.
लूप बैक क्रिएट कर रहा था, इस वजह से 0 है. अगर बाहर से कोई दूसरे
नहीं, लूप बैक पे भी मेट्रिक थी यार, ऐसा कैसे? For AS,
अगर बाहर से किसी और राउटर से आएगा कुछ एक्सटर्नल मैट्रिक होगा समझो.
हाँ, तो वो लेकर के नहीं जाएगा.
लॉस नहीं करता.
What happened, beta? Didn't get anything? If you didn't understood anything, please let me know. What? Ask me.
Sir, metric नहीं carry कर रहा हूँ.
Now understood? Fine. Now we have to prove that okay, router ID is in use just to prevent your network from routing loops. You know how? The router ID of originator router will always be carried forward within EIGRP updates, but only for external prefixes. So in case if external prefixes comes back to that router who have originated them actually, like for an example, R6 have given it to switch 1 and R6 is not advertising them towards R1. Let's say that R6 is not advertising any prefix. We have filtered all prefixes in outbound direction in the direction of R1. So R6 is not giving any information to R1. So R6 is giving that information to switch 1. Switch 1 have given it to R3. R3 have given it to R1. And now R1 can give it back to. I get your point or not? How? It is always 170.
But R6 पे redistribution हो रही है.
Exactly.
तो R6 पे तो दोनों network वैसे ही connected हैं.
That's what I'm trying to make you understand. So this time, what will happen that in case if R1 gives it back to R6. However, by default the AD value for action prefix is 170 and R6 is having them as directly connected. So by default the AD value for directly connected is what? 0. And it was also possible, let's assume that RIP is running there in between R6 and some other routers, right? And from that other router, R6 was receiving these 60 prefixes, but still for RIP its AD value is 120 and for EIGRP it is 170. So again it's not going to accept that prefix. But remember, in case if that prefix goes down via RIP, then it will think that okay, it is also coming from there. So it is possible. I mean, there are some possibilities that R6 can install that route from a wrong source. Are you getting my point or not? From a wrong source, because like R6 is giving, try to understand it in well manner actually, with cool mind. We are assuming that there are some routers connected behind R6 and RIP is running over there. Fine. The AD value of RIP is what? 120. That is also good. Now on R6 you have redistributed them into EIGRP. Fine. But R6 is not giving any redistributed route to its neighbor R1 as well as R4. But R6 is giving those prefixes to switch 1. Switch 1 is giving them to R3. And then R3 will give it back to R1. And R1 can give it back to R6. Fine. Till R6 is receiving those prefixes via RIP, there will not be any problem. Hello? If R6 is receiving these 60 prefixes coming via RIP, there will not be any problem because via RIP its AD value is what? 120. And if R1 is giving them, if R1 is giving those external prefixes to R6, then its AD value is what? 170. But just try to understand, in case, let's say that 60.1.1.0, this specific prefix has gone down in RIP domain. So this time R6 will not be able to receive it, but R6 knows very well that okay, it was also possible to reach this network via R1. So now R6 can immediately install this route in its own routing table via R1. Are you getting my point or not? So there are still some possibilities of formation of routing loops in your network. Hello guys, are you getting my point or not? Have you understood it now? So there are some possibilities in which routing loops can occur. To prevent your network from these types of routing loops actually, here it will be using router ID. So in case R1 gives these prefixes back to R6, R6 will receive those prefixes and will find its own router ID in all those received external prefixes. And if a router receives any external prefix with its own router ID, then it will simply discard them. then it will simply discard them. It will not accept them. That is why I said that router ID will be in use in EIGRP just to prevent your network from routing loops. Now, how does it really work? Let me show you. See, I will prove it. On switch 4, check it out. It is receiving all 60s prefixes, and these 60s prefixes have been redistributed by R6. And what was the router ID of R6?
Not 6.
150.1.6.6. So now I'm on switch 4. Router EIGRP 100. EIGRP router ID 150.1.6.6, which is same as R6 now. So will it be really possible for switch 4 to accept these external prefixes now? Because it will think that, okay, they have been redistributed by myself. So if router ID matches, then that router will never accept all those external prefixes. Let me show you. It will keep on to receive 90s prefixes, but you will never get any 60s prefix available inside its own routing table due to router ID only. So I hope that now you have understood the uses of router IDs. So in case if any other routers advertise these 60s prefixes back to R6, will it be really possible for R6 to accept those prefixes? Because it will always find its own router ID in all those received prefixes. And if any router, if EIGRP finds its own router ID in received external prefixes, it will simply drop them. It will simply discard them, like we have seen here on switch 4. Now do one thing, move on switch 4 once again. Remove it. Once you will remove it, you will see that again it will receive all prefixes coming from its neighbor. Check it out. Understood or not? So this was all about the router ID, not route maps. This is all about the router IDs in EIGRP. So remember that router ID will take place in EIGRP only for external prefixes. Exactly. And in T-shoot they can inject this type of problem. They will redistribute it somewhere, and then on two different routers they will configure same router ID. So on that router you will not be able to get all these prefixes. Like I perform redistribution on R6, right? But these prefixes are not available on switch 4. They are available on switch 2. On switch 4, on switch 2, I have checked their distribute list as well. They have not filtered them, but still I'm not able to get them here on switch 4. And you will never check router IDs, I know very well. So these small problems can kill you if you are going to attempt your lab exam. That's why we always say that concepts must be strong before going to attempt your, because you will get small problems over there. You will never get over there a problem like EIGRP is not running on any router, OSPF is not running, BCP is not running. You will never get any, this type of problem over there. Everything will be pre-configured, but they will make some small mistakes. Have you understood it or not?
Yes.
So in this way you can do all these things. Fine, forget about it, and let's come back to route map once again. Now on switch 4 I'm receiving these prefixes. Some of the prefixes are coming with tag value 600, and some of them are coming with tag value 900. With using tag value also you can perform route filtering with the help of route map. Route map filter, deny 10, match tag, like wanna filter all those prefixes which are coming with 900. Permit all, so say permit 11. Router EIGRP distribute list, route map name is so with the help of tag also you can perform route filtering in EIGRP. Understood or not?
Yes.
Fine. Do show IP route. 90s prefixes are not available. Now Let's say that you also want to filter all those prefixes which are coming with tag value 600 as well. Means that you want to filter routes which are coming with tag value 600 as well as 900. So now you decided, okay, let's do one thing, because we configured this route map. We said match tag this. I can also say match tag what?
600.
Remember, in a single route map, in a single statement of route map, if you gives more than one match command, try to understand now. In a single, under a single statement of the route map, if you gives more than one match command, remember that route map by default works based on AND operation. Route map by default works based on AND operation. It means both match command must match at same time. And is it really possible for any prefix to contain both tags at same time?
No.
600 as well as 900? Tell me.
No.
So now anything is not gonna to match with this statement of this route map. Nothing. So nothing will be filtered out from its routing table this time. Remember that in a single route map, like for an example here, you can see the running config of it. Show run pipe section route map.
Yeah, 906.
And it will work based on AND operation. Remember, route map cannot work based on OR operation, because there are two things, there are two gates, AND or OR. AND or OR. In AND operation means both things must match. In case of OR operation, if any one of the match, if any one of the condition match, then also it will be matched. But here route map do not work based on OR operation. It always works based on AND operation. So this time, will it be really possible for any prefix to have to contain both tag values at same time? That is why it is not gonna to filter anything from the routing table of this router, this switch 4. You see that all of them are
It's filtered.
wait. Okay. This time, because you said match tag, you match same things, but if you are matching, like if you are giving some different things like match tag and match ACL is this, something like that. Are you getting my point? So in that case, it will not match all those things. But remember, it works based on AND operation. I'm also going to prove all these things as well. Like for an example, now I said route map, let me configure it. Deny 10 match metric. Like previously, let's say I have said anything 10,000 match metric 10,000, and this time if you check running config of this route map, show run pipe section route map, there will not be, see now there are two different match commands, right? Previously it added both of them in a single command, that is why it was working fine. It was not two different match commands. This time we have given two different match commands, and this time it will work based on AND operation. Are you getting my point or not? Previously it was not required to use AND operation, because you are having same match command, match tag. However, tag values were different, but the operation was same. You were saying match tag, but this time you have taken two different operations here, match tag as well as match metric. And now so it has proved that they work on AND operation. So if you are given multiple match command under a single statement of the route map, then all those credentials must match. So this time, of course, their tag values are matching, but this metric is not matching. Hello, in all external prefixes. So because this metric is not matching, that is why no one is matching with this statement of the route map. No one is getting denied, because see, If your prefix do not match with this statement, then it will go for next statement of the route map. And here we are already having match all. So all of them will be permitted. Just try to understand it.
Yes.
If you give multiple match command under a single statement of the route map, then it will use AND operation. And if we are saying that it will use AND operation, it means if you are given multiple match command, then all of them must be match. Must match.
If we match this metric 2246656,
Then it will work fine.
only 6.
But
600.
yep. Like for an example, let me show you. Remove this match metric from here and then say match metric and then
6656.
show, you see, is not it? And this time let it reconfig itself. Once it will resync, then check its routing table, because this time both things are matching. Tag as well as metric have matched. Hello.
Yes.
Because this time we specified a correct metric value and both conditions were matching. Right? Fine. Router EIGRP 100. No route map filter. No route map. Show IP route. All of them will be available again in the routing table of.
So that's the end of today's video, guys. So we'll be coming back with few more videos of EIGRP. I hope you learned something new today. So if you like this video, please subscribe my channel. That's @ARC_tutorial. Thank you so much, guys. See you later.